Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Nathan Knight. I'm a host here. My guest, Mr. Willie Tucker, is an educator of the robotics team of the 100 Black Men in Atlanta. Mr. Tucker, it's a pleasure to be with you today, and I know that the work that you're doing over there is really, really appreciated. Can you tell us a little bit about the 100 Black Men of Atlanta program, robotics program with the urban black youth?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's First Lego League, and it's FIRST is an acronym for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. And the program teaches children STEM creatively, urban children STEM creatively. So it's a activist educational program, which is in line with the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom.
Yes, you know, the group that you're with,
Yes.
they've got over 6 years of training, I'm told. Can you tell us how long that program has been in place and who started it and how it's affecting the education of the black youth that's been in the program?
Yes. Mr. Bart Sutter is working with Mr. Ray Singer, who is the program director. Mr. Bart Sutter is the coordinator of the program for the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. They started the program over 8 years ago. And Mr. John Grant is the CEO of the 100 Black Men of Atlanta. So it's their program. I'm an instructor in that program. And they do First Lego League, First Tech Challenge, which is another level of robotics, and First Robotic Competition, which is the large robot.
Okay, now, how many children is in a robotics team?
For First Lego League, the team number is 10. 10 members per team. But there can be other team members, where when I say team members, but other support, parents, mentors, people who do other things to support the team. But the official number is 10 for First Lego League. Now, I'm a First Lego League instructor.
Now, I understand that you have a daughter that's in the program. How long has she been in the program?
She's been in the program about 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And what grade level is she in now?
She's a freshman in high school, and she started in the 6th grade.
She started in 6th grade. Now, there was a young lady that went to Georgia State, that later went to Georgia State. She was in high school herself.
Right.
When she took your daughter as a mentor through the program.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about her
Yes.
success in the program?
Vivian Stepp started the Girl Power movement. It's a all-girls team, 525. That's the team number. And I got involved because my daughter went to the World Championship her first year. And Miss Vivian Stepp and my daughter were the only African-American female team on the field. This is the World Championship in St. Louis. There were other women who came, 2 other women who came that supported them. But my daughter got an opportunity because the high school girls who were supposed to go got sick or had death in the family. So she got a chance to go, and I drove out as well to support her. It was a great, great experience, and I was sold.
You were sold on the program.
I was sold on the program.
You saw the maturation that took place with your own daughter.
Correct.
Can you sort of break down a little bit about, tell us a little bit about what the kids are doing with the Lego versus the other steps, the other levels in the stages of progression?
Lego is a toy or tool that has already been in operation because a lot of children use Lego to build. And this particular program, they actually worked with FIRST to create a game that uses a microprocessor, which runs the robot. They have to program the processor, but the robot moves and does other tasks that it's programmed to do on a field that has missions. Now, when a child figures that out, it actually develops that left brain, or it develops his mechanical side where he's actually looking at life from a perspective, I can build this and I can make it run and I can do missions. So in the urban community, children don't get that opportunity unless someone gives it to them, like in a job or a job training program. And in school, STEM is mostly theory. So urban guys that I'm finding out don't really do theory well because they don't have any way to identify what's the end results. If I'm not seeing it, well, why do I need to take it? So when a child builds something that he can see that moves and does a mission, then his interest is piqued. He's willing to continue on. So now we're training him. He has to read to continue. He has to look at how to assemble things. He's growing and he don't know it. Next thing he know, he's in high school building a big robot and he can go on to industry. He's in the industry, tech industry.
So you were saying that the foundation for financial success starts at an early
Correct.
program, and these kids are truly being trained for a future in science and technology, though they may get additional training in college.
Right.
But they got skills that they've developed that will carry them throughout life and throughout their.
Correct.
That is fantastic.
Correct.
You mentioned STEM. For those out there who don't know what STEM is, can you sort of define?
Yes, it's science, technology, engineering, and math. That's the new push for education in America. We have lost the edge when it comes down to science, engineering, technology, and math, and thinking, innovation, creating things. We're the end user. Urban children are the end user of what's created by someone else.
You know, you was in Washington, D.C., and I remember talking to you on the phone one night, and you was telling me about a young lady that had a speech there, and she was giving such a dynamic speech.
Yes.
At the SCLC dinner.
Yes.
And she was?
Mary Elderman Wright.
And what is it about her speech that ignited you?
Oh, she pleaded with the people that our children are behind in reading and computing. Pleaded with the audience. She got an award that our children are behind in reading and computing. See, it's not just reading no more. You got to be able to compute too, technology.
Okay, now, when you start talking about the urban black youth, you're really not talking about urban black youth of a specific intellectual demographics. I'm told that some of the kids that's in your program are very challenging because they come from very hard communities, that the 100 Black Men has reached to every
Correct.
sector of Atlanta.
Correct.
To offer opportunities to kids.
Correct.
What are some of those challenges? I know that there got to be a few stories there.
Well, it's I'm finding out that African American males were allowed to play in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade because the teachers didn't really push them to read. What happened is that by them not learning how to read, they are 11, 12, and 13 and not knowing how to read. So they're hurt.
Well, you know, this is really a very interesting day. I would like to know, as we wrap this up, I would like to know a little bit about how one can go about establishing a robotics program in their community and how they can get assistance to do that.
Okay. They can contact Mr. Bart Suttoff at the 100 Black Men of Atlanta, or they can ask for me, Mr. Willie Tucker, or they can call Mr. Nathan Knight, who just created 2 robotics team in South DeKalb. I want to congratulate you for doing that because this is the new education for our urban youth.
I want to thank you for letting me understand how important it is that we give opportunities to the urban black youth who need challenging. Mathematics and science is beginning to fall in the school system.
Correct.
Because our kids are not showing interest and promise. And it's for that reason I felt like, regardless of the financial cost, that we can't turn our back on our kids, that we must support them and make sure they have an equal playing field and equal opportunity with other kids who are getting this training. The robotics program are offered in other school systems, but not necessarily in the schools that black kids are going to.
Correct.
Mr. Tucker, I want to thank you today for coming with us and sharing information about the robotics program in Atlanta, Georgia. And we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, sir.
Okay.